how's it going? I hope everyone is all right whenever you tune in and see this. So this is going to be a general reading, Bones and Charms reading for September, for both Cancer and Leo. So I was done. I will be providing timestamps for some people who may just want Leo or who may just want Cancer. All right. So everyone is welcome, regardless of where you may have Cancer or Leo in your birth chart. All right. So I just want to make sure that our sound is good and all that good stuff before we get started. So just bear with me for a second to make sure. Okay, so I think it's all right. So we'll go ahead and get back to your reading here. But yeah, like I said, I hope everyone is having a good day or night whenever you see this. All right, so we're going to start off by doing a little sound bell here to clear the energy from previous readings for myself, for you guys, and to clear the energy from the bones and charms as well. All right, and then we'll get started. So feel free to take a couple of deep breaths if you feel guided, or just listen, whatever works, okay? And if you're sensitive to sound, you can turn it down for a little bit. It won't be, for a long time. So just bear with me, guys, all right? So again, this is going to be for water sign Cancer for September 2024. All right. So yeah, let's see what spirit messages we're gonna have for Cancer for September. When I shake the bones and charms in this little bowl, it may make some noise as well. But again, it's not going to be forever, so just feel free to turn it down if it gets super loud for you temporarily. All right. So here we go. Spirits, guide my hands, please. Messages for water sign Cancer. Messages for water sign Cancer for September 2024. Spirits, guide my hands. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for Cancer. Messages for Cancer. Water sign Cancer. The crowd for September 2024. Messages for Cancer. Messages for Cancer. The crowd for September 2024. Do a little bit more here. All right. Spirits, guide my hands, please. Messages for water sign Cancer. The crowd for September 2024. Messages for Cancer. Messages for Cancer. The crowd. Spirits, guide my hands, please. Messages for Cancer. Messages for Cancer for September. Spirits, guide my hands, please. Messages for September. For Cancer. For September. Messages for Cancer. For September. Messages for Cancer. Cancer for September. Messages for Cancer for September. Messages for Cancer for September. Okay, so we got one that went off of the table. Hold on a second. Okay. All right. So I'm going to put it here because it went off. So that's pass energy. But it was still in this section right here in relationships and love. So I will leave that there. And I'm going to go ahead now and move over anything anything else that went like too far off, just so we can have it close by. And when I do take the camera down and bring it closer, and for when I take the picture, you guys can see everything. And I'll flip any of them that I can flip over. Excuse me, that won't disturb too many of the other ones. Like that. Just bear with me for a second. It's a little tricky because everything's very tiny. I think that's good enough for now. I'll flip any of the other ones as we go through it, right? So that way you can see them more clearly. But yeah, before I take the camera down, I do want to kind of ask Spirit where they want me to start this reading. So I'll go ahead and do that real quickly. Put that one. All right. Spirits, guide my hands, please. Where would you like me to start this Cancer reading today? Would you like me to start a Cancer reading? Okay, so they want to start like right here, which is where the green lucky rabbit's foot is. Okay, so that is what we shall do. All right, but yeah, let me take the picture and then we will bring the camera on down from where it is now. And let me turn the stupid commercial down. All right, here we go, guys. Thank you for being patient. So, yeah, let's see. Looks like, and I did rotate the mat from earlier. Okay, so I didn't remember where each section was, and I do it with my eyes closed. But it looks like this time, Cancer, the majority of your bones and charms are in work and money and the spiritual unconscious. Okay, you've got a couple in your body, mental, and your relationships and love, but looks like the majority of them are right in these two top sections for this time. Okay, all right, so let's see. They want to start right over here. Okay, so that is what we shall do. Now again, Cancer, when we see stuff that is off the black mat and on the white part, this is energy still in those sections. It's just past energy further back, right? So hopefully it'll focus in just a moment if I get closer, and then maybe, there we go, slowly come out. Try to keep my hand still as much as I can with one hand. Okay. So we see that your green lucky rabbit's foot is showing up here, Cancer, in terms of your work and money this month. So that's beautiful. Some of this good luck may have started here in the past. I do see, if we go this way, that we have Pisces, the twin fish, that's laying on its side here on the top part of the lucky rabbit's foot. So it could have something to do with the Pisces here, some of this good luck in work and money, or it could be during Pisces season of this year, of last year, or even next year, or maybe where you have Pisces in your chart, or it has nothing to do with the zodiac sign of Pisces, but it's just more about going with the flow here, not going against the tide. All right, Cancer. And of course, Pisces is water sign energy, and depending on where you have Cancer in your chart, Cancer is also a water sign, right? But I see that someone here has been thinking a lot about going with the flow, and then that leading to, in the present current energies, some type of transformation happening with the work or at work, okay, or with the money, the financials, or if you're retired, it could be something of value here, okay. But I see that this like also is connected with the home. If you can see there, kind of hiding a little bit underneath. We've got the chair here, okay, that was also touching the butterfly and the tooth. So this could have something to do with like where we feel. I'm just going to go ahead and move this over for a minute. Where we feel at home with the work or how we work, or where we feel more at home with the financials or the money or being valued in some way here. Now, because all of these things are not touching but very close to the seahorse, okay, in the past energy here, Cancer, this could have had something maybe to do with your family, whether it's a blood family or in addition to your tribe, your friends, whatever you consider family. It could have, for some of you guys, have something to do with being a parent or with the parents here. But it's like, yeah, those things are very closely related. Okay, so if we pull further out again, and you can kind of see where these dotted lines are here on the mat. Okay, just imagine that the line keeps going out this way, so we can see we still have a couple other things out here in this past energy, Cancer. But I see in terms of work and money in the past, and this could be a couple of days ago, weeks, months, years, etc., whatever the past is for you or for someone else, multiple people, general environment situation, but there was maybe a lot of emotions and prosperity. There was a little bit of confusion at work or with the money, but there was still good luck happening alongside with that confusion here with the cloud and the four-leaf clover. I also see here, Cancer, that there's a lot of protection at work or with the work or the finances are being valued here in the past as well. Now, right on the line, again, if we follow that dotted line, right, we also have half of the frog and we have the shell charm, okay? So there could have been some type of leap of faith that maybe happened in the past here, that someone made or you made, or the energy at work or with the finances shifted in that way, okay, in the past. And it could have been something that, you know, somebody wanted for a long time or had started to plan that for a long time. Now, if we go this way, Cancer, I also see, and I can move your lucky rabbit's foot generally to where it was before, okay? And sorry, I got a little incense here, so just ignore that, right? But we can see the book charm here, okay? We can see another human teeth bone. We've got nutmeg here. We've got the ship charm, and then we have the the snake vertebrae, okay? And then over here we have the snake rib bone, all right? So in the past here, Cancer, there could have been some type of information or knowledge about more abundance at work or with the work or the finances or being valued, that you or someone else was like really chewing over and digesting, maybe how to also be able to travel more with work, or at work, or, you know, have more movement in the finances and the money. But it felt like even though there was the knowledge to do that in the past, it wasn't like connecting right all the way, and so that's why they're kind of separate too. So maybe there was also a feeling of a lack of support here in the past with work or at work with the money, the finances are being valued. And so because of this in the past, even though there was still a lot of good luck back there too, there was a need to take a breath, okay, to breathe more if there was like a constrictive energy. Okay, so we are by September 12th or so, you know, out of Mercury retrograde's shadow, right? Since it went direct, Mercury went direct on the 28th or 29th of August. So some of this could have been like something to do with the general astrology or collective unconscious. But yeah, just something to kind of keep in mind. So when that snake rib bone there is going over top of the raccoon penis bone, it's like a need to take a breath and maybe, you know, just breathe in between all of this masculine energy, this more proactive, more aggressive energy that perhaps you or someone else is taking or will be taking, or multiple people, general environment, situation at work or with the money, the finances are being valued. Now I do also see here, Cancer, that there was maybe, and still is, because we're in the current present energies here, a lot of emotions here with the cup, and then with the lizard on top, a lot of healing emotions, okay, with something to do with work or the finances are being valued. Now I also see here, Cancer, that with this coyote penis bone and the lightning bolt here and Cupid, and then the symbol for Sagittarius, that with this healing emotions happening, a lot of new ideas could also be coming through. And this could be that the new ideas are coming from some type of masculine energy, having to do with people you love or the people that love you, right? All different types of love, romantic, platonic, it's self love, even coming from yourself, right? Because you should love yourself, of course, number one. But this also leads to this really nice energy here, Cancer, Sagittarius energy. Could be something to do with a Sagittarius or during Sagittarius season, or it's just really about like what are your work and money goals, right? With the work or at work or with the money, the finances are being valued. So, trying to figure out how to hit the target, and it looks like for some of you guys, the target is really just new ideas, okay, and that's really cool. So yeah, we always, it's good to be open to new ideas, right, and brainstorm and do all those things. So um, you know, it is part of that work transformation that we also talked about already with the butterfly, or the financial transformation, or both of those things, okay? So maybe some of these ideas come to you while you're at home or while someone's at home as well, when you're more relaxed here with the chair, or it could also just be about what we said earlier, where it's like you or someone else thinking a lot about like, well, where do I feel at home with my work, or when I'm working or doing my work, okay? Or how do I feel more at home with the money, situations, with the finances, etc., are being valued, okay? Now, if we go this way here, right, because it's naturally kind of leading us there, this raccoon penis bone is also touching the question mark here, and the question mark is right next to, or also touching, it's touching, yes, the money bags, okay, and the lock here, okay. So there could be some questions about, you know, how to let go of some stagnant energy and bring in more abundance in whatever we want to manifest, not just money, right, but also work opportunities or work situations, scenarios, okay, however you want to say it. So when we look over here too, on the other side of the lock, like right on the line here, okay, between the two sections, is even more good luck with the horseshoe and the ladybug inside. So the majority of it is in spiritual and conscious, but some of it is also in work and money. So maybe with these questions and asking the hard questions here, that this can eventually bring in a beautiful, peaceful energy with the peace doves, and a clearing, cleansing energy that needs to happen here with the leaf, right? So to have the tree shed its dead leaves so new leaves can come in. This could be a reference to actual fall season wherever you are in the world, but it doesn't have to just be that. It can just be that clearing, kind of cleansing metaphor. And then here, Cancer, with like the honeybee, it could be about your individual power with the work or at work, and your money and finances, and also your community power, okay? So I think that that's really interesting that the honeybee is right next to the spider and the spider web, because this is like your work environment, your financial environment, right? So if you think of an insect that goes inside the web, no matter how big or small it is, it makes a little vibration, okay? And so it affects kind of everything around it. So on this side here, with the ship anchor, Cancer, it's like, yeah, how do I have more financial freedom and safety? How do I have more also freedom and safety at work or with the work. Okay, so I feel like you might be listening this month for these pieces of the puzzle to come through. Okay, so here we have the seashell, and this is my listening seashell, right? Listening to the pieces of the puzzle because we have a puzzle piece here. And you could be like getting messages here, Cancer, from your spiritual team with the skeleton hand here. So this could be passed on loved ones, friends, family, spirit guides, guardian angels, etc. But there's a real emphasis maybe to go slow here with the turtle. Okay, or maybe that's what your spiritual team is saying, right? Go slow so you can understand those other pieces of the puzzle that come in. You also have your third symbol for good luck here. Bats are considered good luck in lots of different cultures. Okay, they also represent communication and vibrations. Vibrations, just like when we talked about the spider and the spider web. All right. So with really interesting, look at this if we pull back here, Cancer, the symbol for Saturn fell like right in between the work and money words on the mat, and it's like more on the work side. Okay, so let me say that again. Cancer, the Saturn energy here, Capricorn energy, is helping us get more serious and organized and taking on responsibility, or figuring out who's responsible for what with the work or at work or with the money or the finances here. So for everyone collectively throughout the whole year of 2024, we have a lot of stuff happening with Saturn. Okay, always feel free to maybe see in your birth chart online for free, right? All the different places like where you may have Saturn, may even give you some more insight, right? But also it's like your spiritual team. Okay, not only are they here in the skeleton hand, but here they are in the angel coin. All right, so they want to help you with the things that you want to manifest here. Okay, so that coin is also touching the second raccoon penis bone here, masculine energy. Okay, that's kind of coming, and then we have the alligator claw on top. So another good luck symbol, and also manifesting things. Okay, so I see that there's something underneath here, so let's go ahead and see what we got. All right, so then we have some feminine energy here. The feminine charm was underneath the angel coin. Okay, let me try to flip this back over the way it was generally. I think it was like that, something like that. All right, so yeah, there's like this soft receiving energy, wanting to maybe balance out. It's interesting that you have the feminine symbol underneath here between this raccoon penis bone and this raccoon penis bone. Okay, and then you also had the coyote penis bone over here. So it's like masculine, masculine, feminine, masculine. So maybe just taking a break in between, and then you have feminine over here with this seashell. So it's like 2 and 2 of each. Okay, so going back and forth, and maybe trying to balance that as much as you can between the masculine and the feminine. Now, as we go this way here and pull out again a little bit, you have the big yes coin right here, and then the green lucky rabbit's foot where we started, the two of the bigger items here. And so this is beautiful to see here, Cancer, because if there's something that you are wishing for in terms of at work or with the work, the money, the finances are being valued, here it can say that maybe you're going to get that this month. Okay, there is maybe a need to keep doing your clearing work. Okay, here with the broom, I don't know if you can see it, it's kind of on its side and underneath. So continuing to do your clearing and cleansing work, and make sure that you are flexible enough to either give a yes or to receive a yes. Okay, let me turn that down, sorry, with a dog ankle bone here as well. So I want to see if there's anything else underneath here. No, okay, that's cool. So we'll just kind of put that back. Now, if we go this way, Cancer, we can see also right on the line between work and money and spiritual and conscious, as we have Pegasus, the winged horse. So talking about maybe this yes is going to bring more financial freedom. This clearing, cleansing energy is also going to bring some more freedom at work or with the money, the finances, or being valued. And perhaps like it can go, you know, either way, right? Like with this yes, there can then be more balance, or if there's balance, then there's a yes, right? They're not necessarily touching, they're pretty far off, but they do feel really connected, and like it kind of energy goes back and forth between the two. Now, this is the symbol here, Cancer, for Libra. So you could be dealing with a Libra, or where you may have Libra in your chart may give you some more clues, or it could be Libra season, okay, of this year, of last year, of next year, or it's just that general metaphor for having some type of balance, equal give and take, reciprocity. Could have something to do, it doesn't have to be with the justice system or the courts or something like that, but again, it doesn't have to be, okay? But yeah, I mean, I see that like this month it looks like work and money is the most active section, and then the second one being spiritual unconscious, okay? So that's kind of where there's a lot of messages from spirit for this month for you, okay? But yeah, let's now kind of go, well, I was going to naturally go this way, but I kind of hear they want me to go this way. So we'll do that. All right. Since we were kind of on the line here already, I mean, we were on that line too, but something's telling me to go this way. So that's what we're going to do here, Cancer. So there could be, you know, during the month of September, more balance in all of your relationships, romantic, platonic, with friends and family, excuse me, and even self-love, okay, here with that Libra energy, balance scales right on the line. There could also be some type of yes, since it's in this section as well, coming in for you, yes to some kind of you know, relationship wish or goal here. This could be something that you or someone else has been thinking about for some time. It can really feel like here a little bit, Cancer, that this may have something to do, not for everybody, but with self-love here, okay? And not that it doesn't have the other types of love too, but with this human teeth bone being here, and then your North Star, it's like, yes, chewing over, digesting, you know, how can I go where I'm supposed to go with my relationships and with my relationship with self here, okay? If we pull back and look what's outside of the black mat, and this is past energy, we do have the scissors here. See if it'll focus. I'll try to hold this better and stay still. There we go. So we got the scissors, we got the baby over here laying down, face down. We have the turkey wishbone, and then we have one of the animal claws. So in the past here, Scorpio, that's weird. All right, so maybe there's something about Scorpio coming through. I don't know where that came from, because we're on Cancer, and you know, Scorpio is quite a ways away from Cancer on the zodiac wheel. But yeah, maybe there's something about a Scorpio here, or just death energy could be, right? If we're talking about the tarot, if you're familiar with tarot, maybe needing to cut something away that we need to clear out so we can make room for something new. So maybe you or someone else started to do that here in the past in terms of your relationships. It could have something to do with like cutting away a childlike energy, or cutting away naivete, like being naive or acting childish in our relationships. Because I do think that this is really interesting here, Cancer. It's like there's nothing in this turkey wishbone, right? And then it's still pretty far away from this animal claw here. So it could be for some of you guys or someone you're dealing with, multiple general environment situation, right? That there wasn't any in the past like clear relationship goals or wishes, or maybe it was clear but it wasn't connecting in the past, okay? But here there's more balance, and there's that yes, and that's following your North Star. So again, like I've said this before, but I'll say it again, when we have less bones and charms in the other sections, it means like whatever you're doing here in this current present energy, like keep doing that. There might be a few small things to focus on, but other than that, I would say that, yeah, keep doing what you're doing here, okay? All right, now as we go this way, Cancer, I wanted to note too, like when we're still pulled far out here, is that the yes coin is going into the center here, which affects all the different areas right throughout the month. So I want you to keep that in mind if things do tend to later feel like more intense. At least you got some really nice yeses, or someone does have some really nice yeses coming through during this month. But yeah, as we go this way here, Cancer, we also have one of the animal claws that's a little bit in the circle, and that is kind of hugging the lion, okay? And now we're in the body and mental health section. So this could have something to do with a Leo, sun sign Leo, or someone who has a lot of Leo in their chart, or this could have something to do with Leo season, right? We just recently, not that long ago, left Leo season, and now we're in Virgo season when I'm filming this. But it could also be none of those things as far as the Leo zodiac stuff, and it could just be there's a real like manifestation here in terms of your overall health or someone's overall health of having more passion, more creativity, getting fired up in the physical body. So Leo energy being fire sign energy, our physical body, okay? And I like too, it's interesting that the animal claw is kind of pointing to like the root chakra or even the sacral chakra of this little figure that's meditating on the mat. I know it's upside down or sideways for us, but yeah, if you turn it this way, it's kind of pointing right there. So, there could be some chakra work for some of you guys to do, or you're already doing, okay? But I see a lot of balance here as well, right? We got the balance scales. Well, kind of. We have the yin and yang, okay? Sorry, guys, it's been a long day already, and sometimes, but it is balance, okay? It's not the balance scales because we had that over there, but it's the balance yin and yang, all right? And so that's beautiful, right? We do want to have a nice balance between the body and the mental health, of course, because they feed each other, and it's vice versa, goes back and forth. The only thing I see, if we pull out a little bit again here in past energy, in terms of your body and mental health, is right here on the line between past and future energies. You have the little baby conch shell, right? So feminine energy showing up here in the past, okay? Could be part of this feminine energy is what, was a catalyst for this energy to manifest, okay? So it's like a soft receiving feminine energy, and then you have more fiery energy over here. But again, generally when you see less activity with the bones and charms in a certain section, this can be like whatever you're doing or whatever you will be doing in September, or someone else, like continue to keep doing that because you're on the right track, okay? And because Spirit has other areas that they want you to focus on. Okay, so let's get to your last section here, Cancer, and just kind of hover over and show you what's going on here. But we're going to start on the white part because this is stuff from the past, and you can see the little dotted lines, kind of if it was like right here, what's in this last section here, okay? So I see the frog, and I see half of the seashell, like right on the line there. And then we have your other skull, or your first skull. I have two in this kit. Let me turn that down. Okay, so the other one is also in spiritual unconscious there. It's kind of looking the other way, but there's your other skull right there just so you can see it. So they're both in the spiritual unconscious. So lots of energy definitely focused here. Now this definitely started in the past here for you, Cancer, for someone else. This could have been, something where like a leap of faith was really being thought about deeply here in the past with the frog here, right next to the skull. So someone was thinking a lot about that, or an energy was showing up a lot, like, and you were feeling it, or someone was thinking it, or both those things, okay? Um, Now, here with the hummingbird going this way and the little witch charm going that way, it's kind of interesting. There could have been, like a group of friends or a friend or a friendly type of energy, if it wasn't like a particular person, um, that maybe you felt, here, Cancer was like silently judging you, I'm hearing, okay? Or maybe it's an aspect of yourself, or you were judging yourself or someone else here, because they're going in the other directions and because of all the other things that are around it. Um, but it's like the hummingbird, represents what we're naturally good at, okay? So maybe here in the past, what you were naturally good at, spiritually and unconsciously, deep down in your soul, what you felt you were good at when no one was around and when you were sleeping, and the things that you think about, maybe that wasn't aligning with a group of friends or with a particular friend or this friendly type of energy, or maybe you weren't being so nice to yourself. Okay, it could be going a lot of different ways here since it is a general reading, but the main point here is that over time, this started to change in the past, okay, with the fork here next to the rope, okay? So over time here, Cancer, you or someone else, etc., really started to be like, well, what am I spiritually digesting here? What am I unconsciously digesting, okay? So, because you also have that Norse symbol for protection that was right on the line here too, following the dotted line. So it's like you do have a lot of spiritual protection in your past energy as well, okay? And so this is finally now where we see that Capricorn energy. I was wondering where it was going to show up during this reading, okay? So here we have one of the coyote claws. Wait, is it the claw? Oh, yeah, it's the claw. All right, and then we have that Capricorn energy. It was like on top, like this. I just flipped it over, and this fell. Hold on. So, okay, good enough. So here we can see, Cancer, that there was this like masculine energy, in the past that was making some type of real effort, okay, or not giving up, about, thinking about all these things in the past, okay? Now, this could have something to do with an actual Capricorn, or during Capricorn season, or where you have Capricorn in your chart, or it's just, what it represents, right? So always going up the mountain, never giving up, okay? Traveling difficult roads, and needing to be flexible with these small, windy roads, spiritually and unconsciously in the past here. Now, I do feel like here too, Cancer, that, over time, because you had all this movement going on in your spiritual unconscious areas with the bicycle here, and the masculine charm, um, manifesting more movement, okay? And the main goal here in the past was definitely some type of happiness here with the sun underneath half of this seashell. And then, also with the safety pin that was on top, it's like spiritual and unconscious happiness, but also safety, right? Like, that's beautiful. And with the corn on the other side here, Cancer, it's like, yeah, we want to be happy spiritually and unconsciously, and we want to feel safe, but there also needs to be, that's the section we don't want to go light on, right? Is our spiritual unconscious. Okay, I mean, we can't really, even if you wanted to, right? That's, where there things are very deep, okay? And so with the corn there, it's like, well, how do we get our spiritual nutrients, okay? How are we feeding ourselves? Again, going back to that fork over there, um, and listening for ways to become, more spiritually unconsciously, um, what is the word? Nutri- um, nutrients, spiritual unconscious, um, how to listen with the listening bells here, how we can stay in that nutrient rich deep area in our spiritual unconscious, maybe like all the time, right? And so with the listening bells here, Cancer, you or someone else could also during this month receive some type of information, or you give out some type of information to another person or from another person to you, or it comes in general from your spirit guides, guardian angels, etc., since we're in the spiritual unconscious section. Now, this could be something that you've been manifesting and working on for a long time, or really waiting for here, with the mermaid and the coyote claw here, okay? Because your spiritual team over this way, Cancer, with the coffin there right next to the wish charm, they know what your wishes are, right? Even if you don't speak them out loud, like their spiritual team is with you in your thoughts, okay? And say so they know, all right? And so they want you to remember if there are some memories here this month that feel very challenging, okay, with the elephant and the mountain charm being on top, that it's like stay with it here, Cancer, also with the skull here, because it's going to lead to the dragonfly and then the key, right? That's so nice. So it's going to lead to spiritual unconscious dreams and providing answers. Okay, so it's like really doing the shadow work or the inner work here, with the skull, right? So you've been thinking a lot about this, not only presently and currently, but it started in the past again with the other skull being back there, okay? And it's deeply connected to your work and money situations, right? And your finances are being valued, right? So the more that we feel okay in our overall health, body, mind, and then spirit, this is of course going to change and affect how we show up at work or with the work, or the money or the finances are being valued. So it definitely makes sense that, like, if someone's putting in the work here, and stays with it, that it's going to be like all types of different kinds of blessings, okay? And then really beautifully over here on the other side, Cancer, with the feather here then touching the freedom handcuffs, it's like all about what do you say, the more clearing, or how do you say, the more clearing that you do, spiritual clearing, unconscious clearing, that this is going to bring a sense of freedom, and that's beautiful, right? So how do you clear yourself, unconsciously or spiritually? There's lots of different methods, from spiritual baths to just clearing your thoughts, okay, taking time to rest, lots of self-care things. It's going to be different, for everybody, so I won't go too much into that part, but yeah, I want to kind of pull out here for a second before we get back into this stuff, because there's one thing that, hold on, I forgot to do on the computer. Hold on, guys, sorry. I don't know why when I'm going live on Facebook, it always doesn't change it to public, and I forgot to do it in the beginning, so there we go. All right, so back to where we were. This skull also being here and then being very close, or not already, or if not already touching the buckeye here, it's also like spiritual abundance has been heavy on your mind here, Cancer, or will be, or on someone's mind, okay? So that's really beautiful. So again, if things get a little challenging with some tough memories here with the elephant and the mountain charm, it's like abundance is all on the other side. There are answers, and there are spiritual and conscious dreams that want to manifest here, okay? So if we look on the other side of the buckeye too here, Cancer, you've got your honeybee, okay? Both of them actually are together here, right? One's on the line and the other one's right behind it. And then we also have, Cancer, your crown charm here, okay? So this is really beautiful, okay? This is definitely could be your crown chakra, okay, or someone's crown chakra since we're in the spiritual unconscious, all right? The top chakra on the top of your head, right? Um, and so this is could be about like spiritual downloads, revelations, but also it's like a having a spiritual sense of confidence here, or it could be you or someone else or multiple people, general environment, situation, however this may relate to you, is getting some type of leveling up or spiritual confidence, okay? And that is really beautiful, right? And you could be also like, you know, being a good leader for others, okay? But it mainly feels like it goes, well, it always starts with ourselves, right? That's our first relationship and the most important, and then it goes to other people. But there's like a lot of this kind of energy with these two bees, one following the other, of individual power, but also community power, right? Because I always say, like, if one bee quit and then a bunch of other honeybees quit, then the queen bee would die and there would be no honey, okay? So it's almost like, you know, you don't have to follow other people spiritually or in your unconscious if it doesn't resonate with you, right? If it does, then feel free to, you know, work with some of those people. But there's definitely a community aspect here too as well, like a community goal. Okay, so maybe there's something spiritually unconsciously within the group of people that are in your life that maybe even if you guys do it a different way or different name or this or that, that the common goal is the same. Okay, definitely getting some of that here for you. But yeah, this leadership qualities are also on the other side of that here with the apple, that is also touching the leaf, that is touching the pea stubs, that are all kind of right on that line. So the more that you again do your spiritual cleansing, like back here with the feather and the self-care and self-love and all those things, that you could end up being a mentor or a teacher or a guide for other people, in addition to you maybe having one of your own as well. But this brings this like beautiful, peaceful energy here, Cancer. And I would say, you know, the only real thing here, and I feel like you're already doing it or someone's already doing it here, Cancer, is paying attention to the spiritual unconscious details, right? Like when something feels off or when something feels right, those are maybe the little tiny details that only you understand or someone else understands, okay? So trust your instincts always, trust your intuition, your first reaction to something, your gut reaction to something, because that will bring you more of a sense of freedom. And again, it crosses over into your work and money section. So it, yeah, it makes you lighter. Like, I don't know, it just makes you lighter, so then you can work on the stuff in the 3D physical world over here, and then you can also still do your spiritual unconscious, because they affect each other for sure, you know. But yeah, that is kind of what I'm getting for you, Cancer, in like a nutshell here. um, but yeah, always feel free to let me know in the comments, either on YouTube or Facebook or wherever, eventually when it's on Instagram and TikTok and all the things. So you guys enjoy this time period, and I will be posting that picture. Did I take a picture earlier? I think I did. My God, I'm losing it. I think I did. Let me double check before I clear these away. Yes, I did. Okay, cool. So yes, enjoy this time period, Cancer. So now I'm going to put the camera back up for a little bit, and we're going to clear this, and then prepare for the Leo energy. All right. So thank you guys for your patience and all that stuff, and for your general energy. All right. So let me put this back up here for a little bit. And we're going to angle it down as much as I can, so you can kind of generally see where the bones and charms are. Alright, guys. Hey, again. Okay, so yeah, let's clear all this stuff for now. We're going to put some crystals on top of all these bones and charms to purify the energy and let go of the Cancer energy and welcome in the Leo energy. So just making sure we have like a small little bit of kind of background noise just for myself and for my animals so they don't act a fool, you know what I mean? All right, so let's see here. But yeah, again, I hope people are doing all right here in the States. If you were able to take time off on Labor Day, or even if you had to work, I hope it was a good day. All right. Hope it wasn't too bad. So let's put this all in here and let it kind of rest for a little bit. Okay. Over there. Stay. All right. And we're going to do our sound bell. And maybe some really quick incense. I'm going to try not to... I was like lighting the incense match earlier and a little piece of fire kind of went out. And I was like, oh my god. So hopefully we don't start none of that. Don't be starting no forest fires. Okay. Hold on. Okay. So I like these. I forgot that I had them. It's all incense. But it's just a little bit enough to kind of clear the energy. And it's not burning for a super long time because I got the allergies and it's that time of year where we have all the ragweed and stuff. So anyways, enough about my issues. So again, we're just clearing some energy here and it smells really good. Whatever scent this is. I think they said it's like Egyptian goddess something. Whatever that smells like. We'll have to ask Cleo. Cleo's my Egyptian goddess. Yes, she's a good girl. She's taking a nap right now. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and get into the energy for Leo. So we're going to do that sound bell real quickly to clear my energy, your energy, the bone and charms energies, all the things. All right. So if you're sensitive to sound, just turn it down a little bit, but it's just temporary. All right. So this is going to be for Leo for September 2024. Okay. I think that was a good one. All right. Leo the lion. Let's see what Spirit wants to tell you for September. All right. So when I shuffle the bones and charms in this bowl, it's going to get a little noisy too. So just know that it is temporary. And if it bothers you, just turn down the volume for a little bit. All right. Thank you for your patience and understanding. Thank you guys. All right. So spirits, guide my hands, please. Messages for Leo. Messages for Leo for September. Spirits, guide my hands, please. Messages for Leo. Leo the lion for September. For their highest good. What does Leo need to see? What does Leo need to know for their highest good? Messages for Leo. Messages for Leo. also want to rotate the mat. There. Try to keep my eyes closed really so I don't see. Okay. A little bit more. Thank you guys for your patience. Leo. Messages for Leo the lion. For September. Messages for Leo the lion for September for their highest good. What do they need to see? What do they need to know? Messages for Leo. Spirits guide my hands. Messages for Leo. Spirits guide my hands. Messages for Leo the lion for September. Messages for Leo the lion for September for their highest good. Messages for Leo for September. What does Leo need to see, need to know for September? We got some jumpers I'll get in a minute. Messages for Leo the lion for September for their highest good. What does Leo need to see for September? What does Leo need to know for September? What does Leo need to see to know for September? Spirit messages for Leo. Spirit messages for Leo for September. Spirit messages for Leo for September. 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 Spirit guide my hands. Messages for Leo for September. Whew. All right. Good times. We got one. I think only one jumped out. All the way off. Oh, sorry. There we go. All the way off the table. Sorry, guys. Okay. So this is still in this section. It just went all the way off. So that's just past energy. Anytime that the bones or charms go off the black mat, they're still in those sections. They're just past energy. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and flip over and bring closer some of them, so when we take the picture and when I take the camera down, that you guys can see everything more clearly. So just bear with me for a second to do it really gentle. Go. This flip. All right, I think that's good enough. I don't want to mess up too much. All right. So let's just do that. We'll stop there, take a picture. We'll figure out where Spirit wants me to start this reading. I'll just hover my hands over again real quickly. And then I'll take the camera down and we'll start. All right, Spirits guide my hands. Where would you like me to start the Leo reading? Okay, so it's like right under my palm right here. So that's kind of right in this section. We do have the listening bells here and one of your skulls, okay? So I'll just remember that's where we're starting. All right, I'll remember, don't worry. So let me go ahead and take this down and around. Yes. Fix my chair here. Sorry, guys. One sec. Okay. Let's see. So, Leo, let's see what we got going on for you. That was my chair. um, yeah, so I would say that the majority of your bones and charms this month are in, this is relationships and love, okay, and then spiritual unconscious. Remember how I rotated the mat so I didn't know where. Wait, no, that's relationships and love. Wait, I was like, I can't see underneath. Okay, so that's the, let's start that again. This would be your body and mental health, okay? You still have some stuff going on here too, but the majority is in body and mental health and then spiritual unconscious, okay? So, yes, let's go ahead and start here where that first skull is. We'll talk a little bit about this and then we'll go outwards and then make our way inwards this way, Leo. Okay. And I want to just flip the skull in a second, but I don't know what's on the other side. Is that the strawberries? I think that's the strawberries. So really interesting. The skull on the other side of it is the strawberries, and it's kind of like leaning on its side. I don't know if you can see it like that. Okay. So let me just move it this way for our purposes. So yeah, there's the strawberry. All right. So strawberries are right next to the listening bells, which is next to the skull. So where we see a skull in a reading can tell us where someone's mind is at or where it will be at, right? That kind of energy. So it looks like here, Leo, during the month of September, you or someone else, multiple people, general environment situation has a lot on their mind about somebody's overall health, okay? So body and mental health. Also, we do have your other skull in spiritual unconscious. So those two areas, again, is where a lot of the bones and charms fell, okay? And that's where we're starting. So there's something about listening to the details here, Leo, with something about someone's health, okay? And trying to maybe listen to where you can find support or someone can find support here, because the strawberries are details that was behind the skull. Then we have the listening bells, and then we have part of the snake vertebrae is over here. So that's our support system. That's our backbone, right? And so there could be something changing here in terms of your support system, like who in your support system is going to help you with the body and mental health changes that maybe you want to make or someone is wanting to make and thinking a lot about, okay? Now it's very interesting. We can't ignore it, right? We'll briefly talk about this and then go back to the outside stuff is you do have the no coin here, okay? Then and that snake vertebrae is like half propping it up there, Leo. So you could be saying no to someone this month, or someone is saying no to you, or it's just no in general with something here in terms of your health, okay? Because maybe somebody is not seeing something clearly here with the snake, sorry, not the snake eye, the cat's eye, okay? But whatever this no is, and it doesn't have to be a no forever, right? It could just be no for right now, for September or something. There is still all this good luck in this section, okay, in your body and mental health, okay? So it could be because you say no to something or someone, then you get even more good luck, okay? Or maybe you say no to something or someone because there's not enough information and you're not seeing something clearly. But this no does feel like it's got a lot of emotions around it, okay, with the cup right here on one of the raccoon penis bones, okay? It's almost like spilt over or just going in downwards motion there, okay? All right, before we get too deep into this, let's see what's in the past, okay, to kind of figure out what's going on here. All right, so there's a lot going on in the past here, Leo. All right, but let's start where I see you though, right? Or it could be you, okay? Over here we've got the lion. All right, so even if you are not a sun sign Leo, or wherever you have Leo in your chart. It could be that in the past you were dealing with another Leo, or there was something about Leo season of this year, of last year, or next year, or it even could be not, or it could even be none of that, right? And it could just be like, where is their passion and creativity and this fiery element in the past in terms of our body and mental health, okay? So maybe in the past here, somebody was listening for that, okay? They were listening to how feminine energy was showing up with the seashell here, but also masculine energy with part of this raccoon penis bone here. And it could be that there was like some type of memories with the elephant underneath the raccoon penis bone, memories about, you know, how the masculine and feminine is showing up in our body and with our mental health, and maybe how, it could even go back to memories even of childhood, of how our parents or people who raised us either appreciated those energies or didn't appreciate those energies, or was striving for balance or not striving for balance in terms of their health and your health, right? But I also see here with the turkey wishbone, half being in the past and half going into the future, current, present energies, that even in the past there was a lot of movement with the bicycle. Perhaps in the past there was even more exercise, right? Because we're in body and mental health. Or maybe also in the past there was just, more abundance being created and manifested, okay? Because you have the money bags there. Something of value in the past was really being chewed over and digested and marinated on with the human teeth bone here. And all that movement in the past, or the more exercise too, or traveling even, there was a peaceful energy with it, okay? So it's almost like, because where the turkey wishbone is here, it's almost like it's like starting to turn and wanting to scoop it up that way, right? But it was kind of like that more. So I feel like maybe there was a shift in terms also too in the past of like what you were wishing for, or someone was wishing for in terms of their health, and maybe it changes a little bit in that future, present, current energies, or maybe it still is the same. It'd be different, kind of for everybody. But as we go back this way too in the past here, Leo, there was a lot of manifesting energy here with the nutmeg, okay? There was good luck, okay, with the alligator claw, and also manifesting with the other claw here. There could have been a feminine energy that was helping you or helping someone with their flexibility, okay, in terms of their body and mental health. So it could be like just being more flexible in the body, and then being more open and flexible and soft and receiving in the mind as well. Maybe there was somebody there in the past, or a group of people too, that were like inspiring you, or you were inspiring someone else too. But I feel like over time, this like health conscious environment really got really serious here, for you, Leo, for someone else, etc. But yeah, with the spider and the spider web here, and then the rope charm, and then we have the Saturn charm with one of the other animal claws, then leading up to the balance scales, the coyote claw, and then the scissors. Saturn gets us organized, gets us, fessing up or owning up, or forcing us to open up about our responsibilities in our own health, with our body and with our mental health. Okay, so perhaps in the past year too, Leo, that there was something in particular that happened either with the Libra or during Libra season, or where you have Libra in your chart, or it just was like more about how can I have a balance within my body and my mind? Maybe that started in the past, and that Sirius Saturn energy was like, hey, you need to cut some stuff out so you can be more balanced, so you can manifest things easier. Because on the other side of cutting some things out, and it'll be different for everybody, maybe it's changing your diet or changing your doctor or your mindset or whatever, all those things, whatever it is, there's that good luck again on the other side. And we know that we have all the good luck here too with the green lucky rabbit's foot in the center current present energy. So maybe the luck starts small, but then it grows, right? So that's pretty cool. So, I would say also too here, Leo, that with the angel coin here, your spiritual team knows that maybe some of these things that you cut out or someone cut out or away wasn't easy, okay? And so they want you to make sure that you give yourself credit and you take some deep breaths here, okay? With the snake rib bone leading into the angel coin, all right? They also want you to go slow if there is any type of confusion as well here with the turtle and the clouds here right on the other side of the rabbit's foot, okay? So with the Capricorn symbol here, okay, over here, Capricorn energy, and then I'm just going to go ahead and move this for a little while. Then we have the puzzle piece, right? And then we got the Sagittarius energy here. It could be, Leo, that part of the piece to the puzzle here for someone's overall health, mental, physical, spiritual, all the things, is that there really needs to be put work into this. There needs to be a resiliency, okay? Not giving up. Again, remaining flexible. Where did we have your dog ankle bone? Yeah, that started back out here. Remaining flexible and open in both our mind and our body. So maybe the more that you do that, the pieces of the puzzle will come together. Now, of course, it could be something that deals with the Capricorn or during Capricorn season, or you may have Capricorn in your chart. Now, on the other hand here too, could have something to do with the Sagittarius, or where you have Sagittarius in your chart, or or Sagittarius Capricorn season, all right? But it's also just, if it's not about the zodiacs, right? It's like, what are your physical and mental goals, okay? Where can you pull back that arrow and then release onto the target, okay? So the target, if we follow the arrow, is leading to the second raccoon penis bone here. So again, masculine energy, and they're both kind of laying on top of each other. So there could be just like, maybe one of your targets is, in the simplest terms, to be more proactive or aggressive in terms of your health or someone else's health here. And there is something about finding and doing your own research here, or being open to knowledge with the book charm. I'm just going to flip it over, okay? So, like I said, at some point, I think, I don't even know anymore, like, if we are not, what's the way to say it? If our health goals have changed, right, with that turkey wishbone half in the past, half here, and there's something that we're not seeing here with this cat's eye that's making us either give a no or get a no, that there's some type of knowledge that still needs to be brought in here so we can flip the no to a yes, right? So this could be doing your own research, or checking reviews, or getting recommendations, or whatever it is with your healthcare practitioners or someone else's, right? Because these things do need to be changed from time to time and updated. And it's like, there is a support system that wants to help you here. We know all of your spiritual team wants to help you here, Leo, with your health. So let's see what else is under here. And just move that over. Okay, so underneath the no coin is, we have the other half of the snake vertebrae. We have the ship charm. We have the letter message document. We have the ship anchor. Okay, we've got the broom here, and then of course the dragonfly, and then we already saw the cup a little bit. Okay, so here, Did I say Capricorn? I meant to say Leo. That's funny. But yes, sorry, not funny, Leo. They're like, hey, get it right. So here, Leo, um, it's like there could be some type of information that does come through this month that again is either getting you or someone else to say no, right? Because that was underneath the no coin. Now, this information, um, even if it is not from a person and it's from your spirit guides, guardian angels, etc., it's going to create some type of distance here, perhaps for some of you guys, about how you feel safe and how you feel free, okay, within your body and your mental. So, because if that's the case and there's some distance that's created there and there's more, it's causing, whatever this information is causing more confusion. Spirit is kind of saying here with the broom to just keep clearing and doing your cleansing exercises and clearing exercises, um, and within your body and within your mind, and keep on your goals. Okay, your goals. Remember back here with Sagittarius energy, and manifesting in those more proactive, aggressive energies towards your health or someone else's health here. Okay, and it could be that there's a more emphasis here too on mental health, Leo, because of where the snake vertebrae ended up actually on the head of the figure that's drawn on the mat here. So remember, we have all these different symbols in each section. This one's supposed to be a figure meditating. You just can't see it. So it could be like really make sure you're making time for your mental health, okay? And there needs to be some support there. So maybe it's, even talking to a counselor or a therapist or whatever it is, okay? So that's definitely showing up there. So I'm going to kind of put that back where it was generally. Now, what we can see here too, Leo, is that there is somebody in a position of authority here with the crown, or somebody who has a certain level of confidence, or both of those things, that maybe can help you get the right nutrients physically in your body, or get the right nutrients for your mind as well, that wants to help work on your balance here. And maybe this person or group of people or the energies, whatever it is, they want to help you with your health wishes. Okay, so that's beautiful. Now on the other side, going this way a little bit, right on the line between these two sections, right, we have another coyote penis bone here. We have the witch charm. We have the safety pin. We've got the 4-leaf clover, and we've got the leaf here. So there could be a friend or a group of friends or a friendly type of energy that maybe has a lot of masculine energy, that wants to help you feel more safe in your body or in your mind, or both of those things, okay? They want to help this friendly energy, a group of friends or friend, maybe wants to help bring in more good luck and help you continue to clear stuff from your body or from your mind that's not healthy for you, okay, or healthy for someone. All right. Now, if we go this way here, Leo, we've got the sun, okay, we have the hummingbird, we have the seahorse, we have the fish, and we have the star. So, and we do have another honeybee over here, or your first honeybee. And this is hummingbird, sorry. Hubba, yeah, hummingbird, honeybee. I'm trying to get it out. Okay. Sometimes I can talk. But yeah, so here, I'm just joking. This happiness, Leo, could be directly, attached to your blood family, your tribe, or both, whatever you consider your family. Could have something to do with a parent or being a parent, or whatever your family is. Around like maybe being more open to doing what you're naturally good at and not caring what other people think, in terms of your body and mental health. Maybe you've got some judgmental people in your family, like know-it-alls or whatever, and Lord knows everybody has somebody like that. um, or even if it's not your family, it's your friends or somebody, I don't know, somebody, even if they're not super judgmental, something here where it's like you need to, or someone needs to let others' expectations go and their opinions go and just do what you know is good for you. Or if you don't know if it's good for you, maybe try it first, you know. And if it's something that's super different or challenging, try it, of course, with your personal practitioner, healthcare practitioners, suggestions and awareness of it, of course, right? So, but when you do that, or when someone does that, or the energy changes into that, this does bring more prosperity and happiness, and it makes you feel like you're on track, or it makes someone feel like, or the energy feel like they're more on track, like following their North Star, okay? So yeah, I see a lot of definite good things happening here for you. All right, now let's pull back out here again, Leo, and look at everything for a second before we're going to move into relationships and love next. But yeah, in the center here in this circle, we have Pisces, the twin fish here. So whatever falls in the circle affects all the different sections, okay? So there could be some real heavy emphasis this month on something to do either with a Pisces, or where you have Pisces in your chart, or they do, or during Pisces season of this year, last year, of next year, or it's none of those things, or one of those things, in addition to like just needing to go with the flow here, Leo, not going against the tide, okay? um I'm also hearing it's like working together, like within, if you think about the fishes, what do they call it, the school of fishes, right? The groups that they work together with, okay? So they don't feel alone, all right? So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about there for a second. Now, once the camera focuses, we can go back up this way, and talk about relationships and love, and see what's kind of in the past energy here. So the first thing that I see here, Leo, in the past is we got the lizard, and we got the little baby here, and we have a little bit of the bumblebee over here, and the bat touching that, like right on the line here, okay? So there could have been a real emphasis here in the past in your relationships and love, and it's all types of relationships, romantic, platonic, with friends and family, and self-love, that maybe wanted you to work on inner child healing, or wanted you to embrace some type of childlike energy, or being more silly or goofy, or it could even be that you were healing a relationship with one of your children, if you have children, or with someone else's children or younger people, however you want to take that, right? But there's like this beautiful healing that kind of started here in the past, and then that also kind of brought in that community and individual power there with the honeybee, and how one relationship kind of affects all relationships, right? And really working on maybe some sort of sense of vibrations and communications with the bat here, and bringing in more good luck as well. It could also be talking about like communicating during the night, even, right? Or something about not being able to communicate how we normally did in the past. So maybe we're changing that in the future, current, present energies, so that then there can be more freedom here with your relationships with yourself and others, Leo. Because here we have the Pegasus winged horse, we have the freedom handcuffs here, and we have the masculine charm. So it could be that there's some type of masculine energy that is helping, bring in this kind of freer energy. And this also could have something to do with this other masculine energy here right on the line as well. So here again we have your coyote penis bone. All right, then we have the witch charm, once it focuses and you can see. And then we have the safety pin, the 4-leaf clover, and then the leaf here. Okay, so here, Leo, it's like a group of friends or one friend or a friendly like energy that does have a lot of masculine energy that helps you manifest whatever the type of freedom energy that you want in your relationships. Um, it has a safety energy to it. It feels safe. It feels like it's blessed with good luck, and it's blessed with maybe starting over. I'm hearing, or clearing something here with the leaf. This could also have something to do with, depending on where you are in the world, fall season, whatever your fall season is, but it doesn't have to be. Because your spiritual team, if we look this way, right, you've got both your coffin here, Leo, and your skeleton hand and the human teeth bone on top. You know, your spiritual team wants to help you um, with your relationship with yourself and others, and they know that you've been thinking a lot about it. And for the most part, I would say that since we don't have too many bones and charms here, your spiritual team and me are both saying continue to do whatever it is that you've been working on or will be working on this month. All right, because you have other areas that you need to focus more on. Okay. All right. Now, well, I guess we can go here because there's not that much going on here. I wanted to go instantly here, but we can go in order, I guess. I mean, there is no definite order, but it's okay. We'll go this way because there's not too much going on over here either, so we can kind of compare it to what we just said here. So here, Leo, in your work and money, finances are being valued section, you have a lot of transformation happening. Okay, nothing really in your past energies here that needs to be looked at. But yeah, this butterfly here, right on the money word. Okay, so maybe a transformation, financial transformation, or the transformation happening with the finances, or also in addition to, could also be a work transformation at work or with the work here. I feel that there's a lot of emotions here that somebody may be chewing over and digesting with the human teeth bone here and the water charm. But whatever, again, you are doing this month, Leo, or someone else is doing, most people, general environment situation, it's like go with the flow here, okay? Embrace that water energy, because again, you don't have a lot in these two sections, so spirit is busy having you work on other areas. So whatever it is that you have been doing, just keep going through that work and money transformation. Just be aware of a lot of emotions being there because there's a lot of changes, and just keep going with the flow. All right. Okay. So now I'm just going to switch my chair a little, adjust my chair there. So now we're coming here, Leo, to your spiritual unconscious section, your last section here. So this is where I was saying at the beginning of the reading, your other skull was, okay? So remember, you had it in here in body and mental health, okay? And then your second one is over here in spiritual unconscious. So you or someone else could be thinking a lot about these topics during the month of September. There could also be a really strong feminine energy that started here in the past and is still showing up here a little bit in the current future energies. That also over here we have a coyote penis bone, so it's like masculine and feminine, but the feminine is half in the past, okay, and this is more all in the future, current, present energies. But they're both kind of making a triangle if we connect all the points here to your buckeye, okay? So that's really beautiful. So it's like, yeah, spiritual, unconscious, deep down in my soul. What do I want when I'm alone and I'm sleeping, right? I want abundance. I want spiritual, unconscious abundance. And who wouldn't be, right? Who wouldn't want that, okay? Especially if you're watching a video like this, all right? Or open to watching, tarot or whatever it is. So here I would say Leo, that I keep thinking there's something under there, but it's not. It's just the, okay. It's just the design on the cloth. There could have been, and still a little bit here, but it's not like super strong. We did get the irresponsibility um, uh, coin here, okay, if you want to call it a coin. So it's right next to the seashell, okay? So it could be saying here for some of you guys, not everybody, right? That maybe there was something spiritually unconsciously that you were irresponsible with, or someone else was irresponsible with, or the energy in general, right? We'd still have, not that all retrogrades are bad by any means, but we still have 4 planets in retrograde. We went out of Mercury retrograde on August 28th, 29th. We're still in Mercury retrograde shadow until like September 12th or something. So just take that part out. It may resonate for you, but it could even be past life stuff here I'm hearing as well, Leo. So maybe in the past, because this is like wishing for something in the past, right? Like seashells are old. I mean, some of them are new, but they've been in the ocean. The ocean is super old. We all apparently came from the ocean, right? Or depending on what you believe, but ocean is old, right? So maybe there was like this old spiritual unconscious irresponsibility showing up here, even in like the future present energies. And whatever this is, it brings a little bit of some stagnant energy here with the lock, but it leads to something really good. I'm feeling here, Leo, okay? Because right on the unconscious word, we see the fork here. And then underneath the fork is the frog and then the apple, right? And so when we see the fork, it's kind of asking questions of us, like, what am I spiritually unconsciously digesting? Or what is the other person spiritually unconsciously digesting, if you're looking to this reading about another person? Or what is the multiple people spiritually unconsciously digesting, right? Whatever it is. But these questions of ourselves and or others leads to some type of leap of faith with the frog, okay? And that's beautiful. And this leap of faith, like taking a step in a forward direction that we may not know how it's going to go, like that's a leap of faith, right? And so when we do that, or someone else does that, or the energy shifts to that, it brings in possibly a teacher, a mentor, a guide with the apple, or it brings out, in addition to you working perhaps with the teacher, mentor, guide, it brings out your own leadership qualities here, Leo. Okay, and this is surrounded, okay, on the other side we see Cupid, okay? And so this is like the people that love you and that you love, right? Friends, family, romantic partner, yourself, right? All those things, they're supporting this leap of faith, okay? And they're supporting working with this teacher or becoming a teacher here, Leo, okay? Because yeah, it's like the frog needed to step on Cupid's wings to get that extra like oomph, right? To get really far in the air, to make that leap of faith. All right, and I see that as a really beautiful thing. Now over here, this way, Leo, this is also really cool. It feels, I had to take like a deep sigh for a second, but it's not a bad sigh. Excuse me. So this is like, with the chair underneath Cupid, it's like, okay, so let's say Cupid gets on top of the chair and he's like, I'm gonna fly really high, I'm gonna push myself off, right? And then they're up really high in the air, and then the frog is like also on top, and so it's like I don't know how to say it, but it's like everybody's lifting each other up, okay? Because the chair represents something with a home, okay? Or where do we feel at home too, spiritually and unconsciously. But it could also be, in addition to that, something to do about your physical place where you call home, okay? There needs to maybe be some cleansing in your environment, in your space, physically and also spiritually and consciously. So we talked a little bit about that somewhere else. I can't remember, probably up here, right? There's different types of methods depending on what you feel guided to do to clear your space and to clear your spiritual space and your physical space, right? So, you know, you can burn Palo Santo, you can burn sage, frankincense, right? There's lots of different methods. If you can't do smoke, you can clear with an intentions and crystals, right? Um, and you know, you can listen to certain types of music and chakra music and clear your chakras spiritually and consciously is another way to clear. There's so many different ways, and whatever, you know, you feel guided to do, since this is a general reading meant for multiple people. But I feel that the more that you or someone else does that here, Leo, with the feather underneath it, that this leads to maybe a few questions. But this like never happened. Look, the question mark is so close to. I don't know why the camera's not focusing. Maybe I'm shaking too much. I'm gonna use the other hand. Maybe there we go. Give that hand a break. Um, the question mark is so close to the key, right? So it's like the answers are like so close to whatever these questions, the clearing may bring up, okay? And it's really, again, overall saying here, Leo, throughout the month of September or even beyond, however it may resonate for you, the need to go with the flow, to work with your school of fish, your little community, okay? And work with others here. To lean into maybe less fire energy and more water energy, okay? So again, maybe look at where you have water in your individual birth charts too. But yeah, lots of good stuff happening here, Leo. I love to see how this may shape up for you guys later on if you come back to this reading in the future. So always feel free to let me know in the comments if you feel guided. I will be uploading your picture after this live is done, and it'll be on my Facebook page if you want to check it out. But yeah, I appreciate, of course, everybody's energy, your likes, your shares, your subscriptions, whether you share it on YouTube or Facebook or later on Instagram or TikTok or whatever all the things are. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Enjoy this time period, both Cancer and Leo. And I will see you guys back in October, which sounds crazy. I don't know where this year went, but yeah, you guys take care, and I will see you later. All right, bye.